So, the Mario movie trailer. I've literally just watched it as of releasing this video. It must have been about 10 minutes ago or something. And what I've actually done, so now, because I'm using my phone to record this, you see, because I want it in that nice 4K quality. At least I hope it's in 4K. I haven't changed it or anything. So I've got my notes over there on Steam Deck, actually. So I'm using the Steam Deck for my notes. Ironic, I know, but there we are. Okay, so here are my thoughts. So first of all, when it starts off, we see Sugiro. Yeah, Sugiro. You see Shigeru Miyamoto. Yeah, that guy. Anyway, so then obviously afterwards, they just introduced the cast, like Chris Pratt and Jack Black, which I'll get to in a second. And then we actually see it. It wasn't very long at all, although I guess it was a teaser trailer. So that does make sense. First of all, the cinematics look amazing. Like, genuinely really good. Like, I think I did want it to be more cartoonish than it was, but like that intro scene where you see a rock formation that had his face on it, I can't remember exactly what it was. When you saw that coming through, that was amazing. It was like, it's very realistic. You see the actual fire going everywhere, and it really genuinely made Bowser actually look scary. And then later on, we actually see Bowser and his minions, obviously, including Kamek. So Kamek, I think that's how you pronounce it, actually speaks now. So there we go. Instead of going, and then just waving his wand everywhere like he does in the Mario games. And then we actually see Bowser, and he genuinely looks like a villain. Like, as you can see him walking down, genuinely menacing. It almost frightened me slightly, but it looked really good. And I was like, yes, Bowser's a proper villain now. This is really going to be really interesting. And then he spoke. So you had this thing with the penguins. I don't know where the penguins are from. I don't know if that's like Mario Bros. Wii. I don't know if there's any context I'm missing there. But then the penguins are throwing snowballs at him, and then kind of does nothing. Jack Black voice as Bowser is like pretty decent. It's definitely not bad, but it's also not good either. He doesn't sound as menacing. Obviously, Jack Black is a very comedic actor, right? So he did obviously Kung Fu Panda. So playing a serious role such as Bowser, at least in this film, it looks more serious. It kind of takes me out of the immersion a bit. Maybe he'll be much better. I don't know. We've just seen a little bit of him. After that scene, we see the Mushroom Kingdom, or at least some part of the Mushroom Kingdom. Obviously, we saw Mario come out of a pipe. Again, Mario looks really realistic. He still looks cartoony somewhat. He wasn't like that original Sonic where he's just completely, the proportions are all gone and like way too realistic. He does look that good medium between realistic and cartoony, and I think they've done a really good job with that. It still looks a little bit off to me, but I'm so used to obviously the cartoony games, so I'm not that bothered with it. So then as he wakes up, you see Toad come up to him and go, no, don't touch that, and blah, 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 nonsense. But whoever's doing that actually did a pretty good job. It wasn't as screechy as Toad, but then I think actually I kind of prefer that. It sounds actually surprisingly close to Toad, so I'm fine with that one. It's still a little bit off, but obviously this is a film and you need like big name actors to make it sell and all the rest of it. So, and then Chris Pratt did his Mario, and he didn't even sound like Mario at all. It just sounds like Chris Pratt. Now, for instance, that works in Guardians of the Galaxy because we hadn't actually seen him yet, and Chris Pratt just doing his normal voice kind of works for Star-Lord. In the Lego movie, it does kind of work because he was a brand new character. Even then, I think his Lego movie voice sounds better than it does in this Mario movie. I can't remember exactly why it was that Charles Martinet didn't do the voice of Mario, but he definitely should have, right? This does not sound like Mario at all. Even if he was like, you know, in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show where he's got like, he's Italian, but he's also got that New York accent as well, which is supposed to be like the original Mario. I can understand that better. This one ain't doing it for me. The main thing to me is it was very short. We barely saw any of it. Apparently they hadn't actually finished the animation yet. That's one other thing they mentioned. Like, they've just finished the animation and they're about to do the score. So that might be why. I was expecting more, especially because of how hyped this was. But overall, the animation looks incredible. Visuals, the cinematic effects, the volumetric lighting, all that kind of stuff looks really good. And it's a bit different for Illumination because they usually do, again, very cartoony stuff, not this kind of like, I guess, in between. But at the moment, the voice actors and the story, there wasn't really any story at all, apart from, hey, Bowser exists and hey, Mario exists. That's about it. I'm not that excited for this trailer. Everything else is kind of like, they didn't really show anything else. I'm so excited to see the film. I'm a bit more excited than I was before to see the film. This trailer just isn't quite doing it for me, other than the visuals. Thanks for watching. If you want to go and see, if you want to see what I did for the Nintendo Direct, you can look over here, and I will see you later.